Good evening, everybody. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful one. This one is definitely taking me back to my good old days. Monday Night Racing for the Chop Chop Racing Dirt Series. Chop Chop Racing Leagues giving a whole kid. Thank you. Bryce, how you doing out there? Much love. Back in action again. Thank you to all the fine folks out there already tuning in for this one. Port Royale is going to be on board today for the Chop Chop Racing Series. Now, Dirt League brought to you by C2 Gaming. C2 Gaming, another fine folk out there that is not only content creator, but likes to get into the absolute best of the biz when it comes to gaming news and kind of all the things that have gone out there. So if you want to keep yourself up to date on that stuff, go find C2 Gaming in the description on Facebook and YouTube, folks. He's doing great things. And I watched him live stream the other day. He was playing some Tarkov. He was having some fun. He was playing League of Legends as well. So go check him out, C2 Gaming. Give it all the action out there as well as racing. Love to see everybody putting their best foot forward and being a part of it. All right, so alternating weeks. We were at limited lengths last week. We were at the 305s this week for the Mix It Up series here for C2 Gaming and the wonderful Chop Chop Racing series. Here is your race information, half mile in length. So it is an awkwardly shaped half mile. It's kind of a big half mile, and it's bumpy, and it's bumpy. It's really bumpy. You see it right there. These cars do not like to run the corner here and kind of bounce all the way around. You see Isaac right there getting into the wall just a little bit. But it's going to be fun. Temperature's at 64 degrees on the track temperature, 74 on the air temperature, 46 skies, 5 mile an hour wind. And it's those cars, yeah. It's the little ones. It's the little sprints, the 305s. You don't have near the horsepower, but they have all the racing. 10 lap heats for the driver, 6 to the feature from there. 15 lap Nazi. But to determine the rest of them, they should take 18 to the feature here for this race. ChopShopIRacing.com. They're working on their website. You can check out all the points at signaturemedia.net. Check out everything that's happening with it as well. It also has a direct link to their league and, of course, to their Facebook page, signaturemedia.net. Under the esports tab, you'll see the iRacing leagues, so all the ones that we're affiliated with as well. Tomorrow night, truck series for Chop Chop Racing. We're going to be having a ton of fun with that. I'm excited for. I'm always excited for the beginning of the week and the end of the week racing. I'm excited for Daytona to be gone. Folks, I got myself up to about a 1780 on my I rating this week after taking a hiatus from racing, after being frustrated, and only to lose it in 2 races. So back down to 1558. Can you believe it? I can believe it because that's exactly what happened. So, you know, I mean, it's what it is. Anyway, Thursdays, I'm going to be driving, actually, in a league. I'm going to get my first league I'm actually going to partake in. I'm going to call the races for the Cup Series for the Fixed Racing League on Fridays, but on Thursdays, they have the Truck Series that I'm going to take part in. It's not broadcasted, so, but if you want to watch, I probably will have my live view from that up. But let's talk about points. Because I don't have the championship graphics from it. You see the ticker up top. I don't have the rest of those graphics up today because I had to do some work with Adobe and some things like that to make some things change. I wanted some things to look differently, so I wanted them narrower and some of the things to fit right. So I'm gonna make that work again and get this thing working out. So we're just gonna kind of talk about the points. Actually, I probably put them up on the screen for you like I used to. Standings for this one. Alonso King with a couple of wins. Striker's got to win. Colby Hartung's got to win. Let's get that to the championship side of things. Thank you, Ricky. Much love, sir. Appreciate you very much. That's the old Ricky. Is it cousin? I think that's your cousin. Cousin or brother? Cousin. Brother. Mike knows you. That's all I know. And you've been in almost every one of my streams. So like, I don't know. I just appreciate you. You know what I mean? That's exactly what it is. Let's go to my downloads here and got the so far. Series here. Yeah, here it is. Here's points. Alonso King, 2 wins. Strickland with a win. Kobe Hartung with a win as well. Brooks Trammell has a win all the way down there in that 12. So we're through 5 races. 6 are the way that this is week 6. And what they're doing is they're alternating week from the limited lates to the 305 sprints each week. And this is where that actually plays out. So it's good to see, and it's exciting to see what these drivers can do. You see Eric Plants and Mark O'Haver right there in the top 5, only a few points off of each other. And that's literally a race or two, or some bad finishes for Alonso King. Even though I'm rooting for Alonso this week, because I said last week that I would root for him this week. That's kind of the kit and caboodle when it comes to that. So drivers are qualifying out there right now, and it's going to be interesting. A lot of drivers this week are taking they're taking provisionals. I mean, we've got Liberty Weekend coming up. It's the getting to the end of summer here, folks. Isn't that crazy? Crazy that how this just worked out to be that way. Good thing. Nate, I can predict the future. I saw the Discord. That's awesome. Folks, keep the chats lively. I want to make sure that you folks are having a fantastic day out there. By all means, I want to hear what you're doing. Marco Haver, fastest out there right now. Yeah, he ran. I mean, they're separated by, see, Stryker and Marco Haver separated by 1/100th of a second. So Mark O'Haver, the 171, ran a 16.85. Stryker ran a 16.86, and in literal separation, not even a big difference here. I mean, that's going to be the difference from a bump. That's pretty much the way I think about it. Take a look. Perry's going to be in on pit lane here. There's the pit lane there for the victor as the drivers ready to start circling around. We'll do some flyovers and some drone cam here, pretty sure. Bryce, you're having a lovely day. I love it. Love it. Love to hear it. It's exactly what it's about. It's about having a great day and being a part of the gaming community and being a part of the fam out there. You know what I mean? Love it. Absolutely love it. It's what we do. It's what we're all about. Yeah, how far? We are minute 10 seconds. So the half miler here, since we are kind of Grijalva's going to be in. So let's go to Grijalva. Let's do a little flyover here of Port Royale. Let's bring the as we ready to rock and roll. For sure, that's going to be. Yeah, there it is. Start finish line way down the racetrack. Actually, start finish line gets into turn 1. So here's Barney, aka Fred the Flagman, high above the stands here. Turn 1, turn 2, it's sharp. It may not look like it, but it is sharp. It digs. It's got a wide banking, sweeping banking turn here by the Greedy's the Geedy's towing sign right there. But it's a deep bowl. That's what they're driving around. They're basically slinging it around the outside here, and then they're going to be running all the way down the back straightaway. Now this is a very as Grijalva gets out there and qualifies. This is a very unique racetrack. The walls on the back straightaway, dangerous. Not only are they a little dangerous, they're definitely tough to hold on to. So Port Royale giving us all the action. Here is your starting grid today. Marco Haver is going to be your pole sitter for heat race number 1. Alonso King Jr. is going to be your outside pole sitter. Marco Haver Marky O'Haver is going to have the younger of the two in row number 2 on the inside. Eric Plants will be on the outside. Carlton Hendry and Wesley Strait to make up row number 3. Joe Thompson, Joe Hedge. 4. They run 10 speedy laps. They are the Gonzalez Nature. Alonso King leads in points here. Take a look at where these drivers kind of meet up on this one. Where's the gyro cam of Alonso King? It's bound ourselves all the way out here. My favorite part about this is being able to do this. My favorite part about this new way of doing things, folks. I love what I do. There's Alonso King. Drivers coast around. Nice and easy, right? All right. Here's a look on the 80, 17, 13, 17, 89. There's Wesley Strait back here. Or you see the car glitch through. Something about these cameras, folks, you got to remember that certain cameras are meant for a specific vehicle. Always show that specific vehicle. All right, Marco Haver, Alonso King, we're ready to go green flag racing. As the pace car will speed off. It's 3 and 4. The straightaways dangerous. Corners even more dangerous. As bumpy as it gets, once it starts to wear out, it's going to be a lot of fun. That's right off the pace truck is it. Single files its way out. It's going to dive onto pit road. Here is 3 and 4. Right here, you see the banking. This is a low look at what this banking does on this racetrack. 18-degree banking for a dirt track. That's insane. 170, 180, 113, 17. Green flag waves as they go at it. Full send for Marco Haver. Alonso King's going to have to really push some boundaries here to catch himself up. And he's going to do early 113 to the bottom side. The top 3 all within a blanket. Marco Haver in the 171 out front. Alonso King in second. Marco Haver in third. Down to the wall. They will touch it. They're gonna have to make that judgment call when they get into the corner. Right now, the 80 tires off the bottom side gets up into. It's Marco Haver. Alonso King gets up into the 171, slides it, and moves him. And now the 171 jacked up on Mountain Dew, and that's got to be frustrating as Alonso King. I don't know. I may not be able to root for him today. He slid him hard. You can't really lean on these things. They'll break a wheel. Being out front, Marco Haver. Marco Haver is going to be second and third. Markoff 1. Eric Plants in fourth. That's what happened last week. Alonso King last week made an early move to put himself out front. Now have a whole lot to contend with. Eric Plants into 17 had strong showing last week and has been able to kind of work his way from the back to the front. This will be the race line that shows that he crosses over in front of Wesley Strait. Wesley Strait. Marco Haver, the 113. Wesley Strait, the 5 car. In the 5 spot as Carlton Hendry toes in just a little bit. Here's the 66. A little good looking run line for him as they come around the first straight. Getting a 1.1 second lead. Slid Marco Haver for the lead. And I would say kind of slammed right here. Here's that back pedaled portion here as he got into the corner. Second time here. Alonso gets into the 171 right up here, and he had to run him onto the corner here. Ran him tight and gets free up into the corner, and then gets up. Ooh, it wasn't for the 113. He wouldn't be there. Marco Haver all the way back to 6th now. Alonso King out front. Eric Plants. Marco Haver runs the fastest lap of the circuit. White flag waves as Marco Haver finally finds his groove. But a little bit too late as Lotso King comes around for the heat. Wesley Strait goes to second. Marco Haver in third. Carlton Henry in fourth. Marco Haver's going to be in fifth here at Port Royale in heat race number 1. All right, Teresa, how you doing there, Cheryl? Miss Sherry, the Culver lady, the best of the best. All right, about heat race number 2, starting grid. Michael Strickland's going to have Gary Matzberger to his outside. Robert Church, John Hamill to make it row number 2. Nathan Biggert to Ed Perry in row number 3. Isaac Montesamo will have the Joseph de Grijalva to his outside. Mr. Grijalva. I think Joe's going to join me tomorrow. I think he's going to be in the booth tomorrow. Pretty sure he's going to. We'll have to verify that. I believe everybody's making the feature, but we'll see if they have the. Which camera should we go? You know what? I'm going to do this from. I think that I can make that. All right. Let's see if we can do some sweeping turns here. About that 47 right there with the 10. Nathan Biggert's car. 5, 98. Put that iRacing pace truck up here, folks. Get that drone up and over. We're dampening the camera with the drivers. Look at the field. Gonna get ready to whoop. How about we do this? The 88 ready to go. Pace truck's gonna dive off. Let's take this camera all the way back. Do it. Look at Grijalva ready to go inside this Maniac machine. Balsamo next to him. Got a little green flag action for you coming up here. Just a moment. Port Royale is a very good racetrack. I love this racetrack. It is it's very compact, it's very tight. I love to see it. There you go, green flag racing. New paint scheme. Striker out front. Good jump for him here as Robert Church will be in second. Mansberger's going to be in third. Robert Church trying to slide his way forward. Get himself a good run here. John Hammond in fourth here. A little Hoosier love. Go Racing, C2 Gaming. How you doing out there? Much love to you. Hey, by the way, C2 Gaming, thank you for becoming a channel member out there on, or I don't know how to put it. I think it's a membership that we've set up on YouTube. Thank you for being a plus level member. I appreciate you. Much love. 17:06 for Striker on the first lap as Robert Church tries to close in. 8 laps to go here for the 49. 49.75, 33 in tow. Mansberger slides to the bottom side. Ed Perry, Nathan Biggert side by side. Ed Perry trying to dig a little bit more. How about that gyro cam for Nathan Biggert as he tries to dig in a little bit more as these drivers go fast around this racetrack. Striker out front, 2-second lead over Robert Church. Mansberger's going to be in third. Watch out in front as these drivers dig a little heavier. There is Striker. That 2-second lead looks as such. There is the 8, and there is Robert Church. That is the 2-second lead. Church getting a little bit faster, though. Is picking up some pace here as that 1.7 second deficit looks to be as such. In third is John Hammond. Find a little bit more out of that race pace. Gary Mansberger in the 86 up to the bottom side. Ed Perry on the high side. Arizona native running the Arizona team. Whoa, Mansberger to the 86 on the high side. 33 to the bottom, 75. Battle for fifth is on. Nathan Biggert into pit lane, so he's not going to be able to take care of his car there. But all the good things. Striker 3 laps to go here in heat race number 2. Shows Robert Church in tow, 1.87 seconds. Ed Perry slides to third. Hammond is going to have to battle back here. Great run for John Hammond as they dig into the corner. 3 and 4 busy, 75-86. They are wheel hopping each other. Balsamo side by side with Hammond. Oh, they collect. No. That was just hard racing. That was hard racing. Caution comes out. Caution laps do not count, folks. That was just hard racing between those two. I promise you, that was good. Little wheel touch there. And the same thing happened with Alonso King earlier. It was literally just the unfortunate circumstances where it was a signal. 35 into the corner, slides the corner right there, and then tries to straighten it back up, and these things wheel lock. So they're going to go back to it in just a moment. A little fast repair action. So they get one fast repair, but the fast repairs carry over, you get one basically per session, if that were to make sense. So one for the heats, one for the B main, and one for the A main. All good things. All good things. 88, 49, 33, 86, 47, 75, 10, 01. That's going to be 2 laps down. I do believe he is Samo in on pit road when they had to get that fast repair, I do believe. Yeah. No fuel selected. You see the fast repair because it kind of goes pretty much what it is. Right? Folks, I started doing weather for our radio station, signaturemedia.net /radio. Signature Sports Radio, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And we're playing kind of just the non-copyright music that we have rights to put out there, the stuff that is from artists that you probably have never heard of. And because we've got that out there, it's a ton of fun. We're working on a morning show, and we're working on an afternoon show as well. I'm trying to get all that content put together so we can have that stuff going. We're trying to do the morning show live and maybe the afternoon show pre-recorded. So we'll work on it. We're going to kind of make that happen. But I'm also going to try to make all these races available throughout for as podcasts. So all of my old broadcasts that we've done, I'm going to try to get all of those put up as podcasts so you can go back and listen to all your races. If you want to, that's up to you. 2 laps to go. Stryker with a good run here as Robert Church is going to have an opportunity in the 49. Give a rep near the wall. 33 wall taps here. And Perry to the bottom side. Mansberger to the bottom side as well. Grijalva on a big fight here. White flag waves, final lap in heat race number 2 as Stryker looks to give himself a little advantage, but there goes Robert Church to the bottom side. Mansberger's going to be in third here as Grijalva has one opportunity to slide it. Strickland comes around 1 and 2 all the way down the straightaway and to turn 1. He's going to win heat race number 2. Robert Church will come home second. Mansberger third. Grijalva, Balsamo third, fourth, and fifth. And Perry will be at that next to one. How about 16 lap feature? Or I'm sorry, B main. Joe Hedge, John Hammond, Joe Thompson, Nathan Biggert, be your B main. Get some racing out of this for 4 drivers. Do that. They're all going to make the feature, but this is practice right here. This is what this is. These 4 drivers can get out here and they can gain some practice out of this. You know what I mean? Very simple. Here's your rows. I like it. I do. Gio's going to be rocking. Oh, he jumped pit road. No, Gio. All right. John Hammond will be your race leader on the outside. Look at that paint scheme. Pretty little paint. All right, B-Main. Last chance qualifier. I believe it's going to be the qualifier. I think he'll be fine. I think he's going to be. Somebody asked me the other day if I turned on the stuff for the tracks because some folks don't have have all of the surrounding portions of this render. Rick, what are you saying? Much love. How you feeling, brother? After your that news, what are you doing? Doing better? There's more dirt racing, right? I like our dirt racing. I like my drone cam. I just need to set up a static cam to be the drone. Going to do that. One camera to rule them all. We could do it. We could do it with this one. Ready to go. Green flag. They're up to speed. Hammond. Bottom side. We just are going to throw on the ticker. Planned on. Sticker's jacked up. All right, well, fine. John Hammond out front, 17.54, runs his fastest lap of the circuit so far. Nathan Biggert. Track's starting to come in here as the drivers start to work. And, they're doing a bang-up job, folks. Really are. A really decent job of just trying to hold on. Good-looking cars out there tonight. I think so. John Hammond really trying to make it work. Last chance qualifier for these top four. A lot of drivers out today. Working on. Whoa, hold on to it. Don't send him into the wall. Holy cow, the 01. Woo. Woo. Joe Thompson with a full send moment here as he tries to hold on to his. He ran the fastest lap of the circuit last time by. 17.46 for Nathan Biggert that time by as well. Gio Hadge out there running now as the 99 goes back to work. John Hammond still out front, half second the difference here between he and Nathan Biggert. 10 laps to go in the Consi. Hammond working hard on it. Everybody's good? Good. Much love to the family. Much love. C2 giving us a like. Carl Henry giving us a like and a share. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Much love to you on the old Facebook platform. Thank you to all the fine folks who have donated over at our donation. But also a big special thank you to those who reached out and PayPal'd and bought paints and donated to our cause because, you know, that's what we do. How about Nathan Biggert on the high side here has picked up some pace here. Joe Thompson back 3.8. The 01 looks to slide. 75 takes the line away from the 01. And this is good heads-up racing. And right now, the 01 is going to try to get a run on the outside of the 75. Got that wing all the way forward, I think. He's gonna slide the outside. Watch the outside line. Double slider coming up 75. 6 laps to go. John Hammond trying to defend. 1, 2. The battle for 1 and 2 is just like that. Every 01 gives a bump to the Nerf bar. Biggert knocks them dirty a little. 75 slides the corner. He's gonna, I mean, 4 to go. John Hammond. Now he's got to play catch up. Got to run that line. Heavy line. You see where Biggert is right now. Biggert running that third lane up. It'll be 3 to go. 3 to go when they go by this next time. Half second. John Hammond still trying to close in just a little bit more. Hey, I'm still here. 3 to go at the line. 1 way up the racetrack here. Quarter of a second from half second down to quarter of a second. 2 to go as Hammond sends the corner. What a slider here. White flag leaves. Final lap for John Hammond and Nathan Biggert. Biggert got him loose. John Hammond trying to send it just a little bit more. Nathan Biggert. Whoa, Hammond down to the wall, tried to send the corner. And Nathan Biggert will win this one. They're all making it anyway. This means John Hammond's going to start behind Nathan Biggert. That time. Woo. I wonder if somebody's going to go, hey, James Metarude, the Metarude Racing legend. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you for being up. Much love from the like and shares. Metarude, are you gonna be joining my little racing team on Thursday? That's Mike. Speaking of racing teams, you know who's gonna be racing on Friday night? The old Spicy Man, the old Kid and Caboodle, the old legendary Dark Horizon Fishing. All right, they're going to be warming up out there, and it's fun. All right, hydrate break time, folks. And, we've got it back. By the way, that's what's back. Somebody's getting it tonight.
Music, content creation, and gaming news. You're listening to Signature Radio.
Hey, James. Much love, brother. Much love. Always have broadcast. Always have a good broadcast with you guys around. Thanks. Folks, if you haven't been in my Discord, make sure you get out there and you do so. That track that I play at the beginning of pretty much everything is called the Wandering Ghost. And if you are sensitive, like sound-wise, if those who don't know, I'm deaf in my left ear, about 70% deaf in my left ear. So if you want a track that kind of stimulates your senses, even for a guy like me, I love that track. It's a great musical track. It's called Wandering Ghost. If you're in my Discord, all you got to do is just say, hey, Jason, I would listen to that track, and I'll let you listen to it. But Alonso King, and is also on a radio station. Alonso King Jr., Michael Strickland's going to make up 1 and 2. Here's Wesley Strait. Robert Church going to make up row number 2 here in the feature. Marky O'Haver's going to have Gary Mansberger in row number 3. Carlton Henry's going to have Joseph Grijalva in row number 4 to his outside. Mark O'Haver Isaac Balsamo will make up row number 5. Row number 6 will be Eric Plants and Ed Perry. I think I said 5 a couple of times. I don't know. Row 7, as they move down the starting grid here. Sorry, row 7 is going to be not showing up because, of course, it's the STP bug for that. Row 7 will be Joe Thompson, John Hammond, Geo Hedge. We go to the end. I think Alonso King's taking an EOL. Let me confirm here, Josh. Is Alonso taking an EOL? Are you doing that? Great, he's doing it for fun. Okay, he said they're saying he's doing it for fun, folks. Okay, I'm asking because why not? Good luck, brother. As Mr. Hammond says, 17 minefields to get through. All right. Yeah. Got one fast repair. All right, we'll get it back up here for him. Wesley Straight's going to be leading on the inside. Michael Strickland on the outside. So there it is. Alonso King jumping to the back. We're going green flag racing for the feature 30-lapper. Right here, Signature Esports. Admin box, part of the platform over here as well with the Chop Shop Racing Series. Make sure you check them out. Go to admin box with 2x's.com. Use Chop Shop as your promo code and to help this league out. Their caution laps do not count as the drivers work off the feature. 89, 88 working through it. Gary Mansberger's going to be in fourth. Mansberger has the 47 in tow. 113 to the outside. 3 wide getting into turn 1. He's going to tighten it back up. 80, whoa, 113 sent the outside. Holy cow, ahead of steam he goes. Alonso King has only made it back up to 14th here, but now the 12th of Joe Thompson working the corner. That's a tall tail, or a tall task to try to get yourself into. That's a tongue twister. Me, Stryker in second, Wesley Straight out front, 17.64 on the last lap. They come around 3 and 4. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 and 2 to hit 3 and 4 on the back straightaway. You see the driver starting to work the entry now to the second lane. This track wears out very quickly. Port Royale, very much one of those racetracks that it's on your staple. If you have a track that you want to go and watch, this is one of those tracks that you should go and watch. Similar to Dora or the Diamond Dirt track here at Lucas Oil Speedway here in Missouri. Get out there and do that. Drivers getting up into the wall a little bit, but they are coming. Look at them fan out down the back straightaway. C2 gives you 25 laps to go. C2 Gaming on Facebook. Make sure you go and give him a follow. He gave us a like. Make sure that on those likes, you can definitely find him. Oh, caution's going to come out. You can definitely find him here. Make sure you go check him out. Grijalva having an issue. Looks like here on lap 6. Definitely go check him out. He is a ton of fun. We see Alonso King make up some ground. We'll check on Grijalva here. That's what happened for Grijalva. Grijalva gets into the corner. Somebody blinked in front of him. Sure. Oh. But he did blink in front of him. I don't think that was... Hold on. We are going to go inside the cockpit. All of a slow here. I think the car just... Something had to happen. I don't know what happened. Something happened. Track Racer, redefine your gaming at Track Racer. That is another sponsor for the Chop Shop Racing Series. You can go find all that fantastic stuff out there as well. Also, if you go and buy a Chop Shop t-shirt on the website, signaturemedia.net, signaturemedia.net. It's also, I did comment, I'm going to pin that comment for after I'm done here throughout the platform. Signaturemedia.net, hit the shop. Make sure that if you buy one of those Chop Shop t-shirts, use promo code CHOPSHOP, 10% off. Yeah. Wesley Straight, your race leader. Is John having a blink issue? No, sir. No, sir. Oh, John, I've got money on you. Hammond's getting a win soon. He's got to get a win soon. I want to see it. I want to see him get a win. Straight. It's going. Old Saint and all that jazz. Be 24 to go. Alonso King's made up to 9th from the back. They said they were all going to wreck on lap 1, turn 1. All right, something happened. Ed Perry. He's having an issue here. Take a look. Ooh. Yeah, 12 didn't get going. 33 went with him, so John had to jump to pit. Something going on with his connection. It's technically still in the lead lap. Caution lap should not count. Technically, he should be on the lead. Is getting into pit road. He had to tow. I think he towed to pit road. So I don't think he is actually being passed. I think it's scoring him a lap down, but it should. All right. Well, maybe it is scoring him a lap. Maybe it is. Wesley Straight. They completed lap 6. John should be completing his first lap. Hopefully that's such a shame. When he starts having good races, that's when things kind of get in his way. I don't mean other drivers. Things just happen. We like the guy. I'm a fan of Hammond. I really am. I'm a fan of McMahon. John Hammond. I like Al Reed. Of course, Golke, and then Rude, of course. Spicy out there. I enjoy the spiciness. We should be lights off. Yeah. All right, lights off on the pace car. Should be double file here. I'm going to spend some time tomorrow in Darlington. Going to be working on our Darlington races in the trucks. Like them. Do some market series as well. Have some fun with that. Green flag. 89, ready to go. 88 with a good turn there. Restarts are becoming a problem. Marky O'Haver having an issue. Got no wing. He went from 4th to dead last. Oh, bump. Had his wing ripped off. He's still driving. And caution comes back out. Something happened to Carl. Hendry, 66 out of the bottom side. Oh! This is the 10 of Balsamo. Isaac had an issue. Here's Isaac Balsamo. Ooh, he bottled up. Ooh, Alonso King was taken out in that too. Alonso had made it all the way up. Look at this. This is a good 5-wide shot. Didn't happen to Isaac. He was all the way down to the bottom here. Yeah, right there's Isaac Balsamo here in that 10 car. See what happened. 49 to the outside. There's the 80 there as well. 10 slides. Balsamo's here. 80's there. Nothing. So pretty. I feel pretty. Oh, it just tags with the 86. And then that's what happened. Okay. All right. And at speed. The wheel tag with the 86. Watch the slide here. It gets down, touch, and boom, 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 boom. Hey, what? 80's getting lucky. No, he's not. He's doing fine. Wesley Straight's going to be there. John Hammond still sitting on pit road. Wesley Straight, you race leader so far. Back to back to back cautions. Single file restart. Yep, that's what we're doing. Green flag waves. Prime energy on the 89. Isn't Jake Paul in a whole lot of heat for that right now? I don't know. Somebody's in a Logan Paul. Whoever owns that ring. Prime is getting a lot of heat on the old social medias. Balsamo back here sideways again. Holy cow, he's getting ran over. Then what happened here? And slides the corner. Oh, this gets a little side. I think he might have tapped it right here. He's all right. He's good. Wesley Straight out front. 1/10 of a second lead. He has been looking for a win for a hot minute. Alonso King trying to slide the outside. He's going to be down to the bottom side now as drivers are going to beat and bang. 17 of Eric Plants trying to make it work. Joe Hedge having an issue. He's going to be the surface there, I think. He's good. He's working. 89 out front. Striker's going to be in second. Marco Haver's going to be in third. 171 getting a rebound from earlier, which is what he needed because kind of got dinged. Right now, that right front of that wing has got some ding to it as well. Cars running fast and furious. New Thompson back here. Ooh, baby. Ready to rock and roll. A little cockpit view for you. Look at that mud. Alonso King slides the drivers. See, he's a tear off. That tear off button. The outside of the 86. Clear the 86. Right now the 12 trying to make some things happen. Alonso King back to the front, trying to make it work. 49 to the high side. It's Robert Church. Churchy trying to go back to it. Now the inside lane is 49 to the 80. 80 will lean on the drivers here. 49 rolls the corner. 80 up to fifth now is Wesley Straight. 15 laps to go. Smooth sailing, just needs to be smooth sailing because got Alonso King in tow. Marco Haver doing a great job of finding his third place to be. There's Nathan Biggert in fourth. Big in the corner, little Mountain Dew special. Strickland in second. This is kind of stretched itself out now. Wesley Straight, 1.8 second lead now. 1.7 in closing as Stryker finds more pace on the higher side. Marco Haver's going to be in third. Second lane for him and third lane for him. 01 closing into the distance as well. There's Alonso King back here trying to find more and more out of this. 4.9 second difference as Wesley Straight rolls the corner. Robert Church is going to be, I tell you what, the one thing that Wesley Straight does not need right now, he does not need a caution. Isaac Balsamo playing catch up to Marco Haver, the 113. These drivers have had a great series and a great race line. Markey, I think these lower horsepower vehicles are just being tougher on the guys who are used to a whole lot more speed. These 305s and limited late models, they definitely don't have the horsepower that you would normally see out of the race. 86 to the outside. Good battle going on here. 47 around 17. Now Hall goes from the back to the front, slides the corner, gets in front of the on the front edge of the field here. Hall going for a great run. He sees the slider to his left and right. He's side by side. Can he slide the corner? The 17 in front of him. Maybe a little bump here. 17 rolls up near the wall. 17 clears. It's Eric Plants in front of Grijalva here. Our camera just loves to shake, rattle, and roll. That's for battle here for the 17 to the 47, 12 in tow. Striker goes in at 1.6 seconds, 1.7. 7 laps to go for Wesley Straight. Marky O'Haver's going to be a lap down. Malo Samo's going to be in 13th. Gary Mansberger's in the 86 and 12th off 6 from the start of this one. Carlton Henry to the 66 is going to be in 11th here. Ed Perry in 10th. He's good ahead. Came into the series 2 weeks ago. Got himself a old-fashioned Slavinette top 3 that night as well. See the bumps. See that car bottoming out on the high side there. This thing is bouncing around 5 laps to go. They have worn the ever-loving snot out of this car. And Nathan Baker goes back to 5th. It's lots of King. Nice to roll. Some more beautiful bean footage. Right now, 4.4 and back. Mark O'Haver, you guarantee Mark is not going to let this one go easy as the high side rolls the corner. Battle for 3rd. So King trying to go from the back to the front. I think even as it would stand, Mark O'Haver having an issue. It's going to be on the bottom of the racetrack. We don't want a caution coming out right now as Wesley Straight leads with a 1.5 second lead, and that closes down. 1.5 on the straightaway, 1.6 into the corner. I think Stryker is carrying the corner a little bit better than he is. 2 laps to go as Alonso King give Mark O'Haver a run for his money. I think Mark wants this one. 80's going to slide the 171, and the 171 makes him awfully clean. Right now, the 80 and the 171 going at a white flag waves. Final lap as Wesley Straight comes around. Nice and easy. Alonso King. Mark O'Haver 3. Can Mark send it one more time? I don't think he can. And Alonso King will only make it back to 3rd as Wesley Straight wins it here and finally gets a victory out of this one. Striker into 2nd. Good racing. Anthony Shook says. I think what? It was good. That was a ton of fun. It was good racing. I still want Mark to have a better. Mark O'Haver deserves to be in the top 3. He had a better. Just with all the racing that's happened to him, he's a dang old good driver. I'm a fan of that guy as well. But Alonso King, back to the front a couple of times. Had a couple of restarts. Got wrapped up there. Here's your race results as Wesley Straight goes to park it in victory lane. Here's the driver in the prime machine. He's going to be your race winner here for the C2 Mix It Up Dirt Series week 6. Michael Strickland will be in 2nd. Marco. Question here. Says Alonso King finished in 4th. Mark O'Haver finished in 3rd. Hold on. Give me a second, folks. We have to look at iRacing here because something's not right. You have to look at the results. Wesley won. Qualify heat, Conti 1. I mean, confused? We confused? I'm confused. You're confused. Wesley Straight's going to be your race winner, though. And here's what we're gonna do with Wesley. We're gonna actually. I have a camera on this. I do. It's an amazing. Let's go talk to Wes. We're gonna figure this one out. Because I'm not sure. Wesley Straight's gonna be your feature winner today, doing a phenomenal job of knocking it out of the park. You finally got one, man.
I know. Of all of all wins to win in Chop Shop, it was in a sprint car in a dirt series. That one shocked me.
I
If I would have thought I would have won the late model before I won the sprint car, but
thought you would have won in the trucks before
well,
you
that
got,
too.
you
Yeah.
know, because I've known you being one of the greats out there in those trucks. But tell me about it. You had a good start. You were able to maintain the lead, maintain a gap, and there toward the end, I know Strikers kind of closed you, but it seemed like it was all you.
Yeah, I saw him close in a little bit. I was getting a little squirrely toward the last few laps. That was the longest second half of the race when I saw it was like 15 to go. I'm like, that was the longest 15 laps of my life. I'm like, I had in the back of my mind 2 weeks ago when I was going for the lead on Colby and I spun it. So, and then last week I felt like I could have been top three with the late model, and me and Stryker barely touched each other, and I hit the wall and took me out of it. That was frustrating. So this feels a lot better. Feel a
You,
lot better this week.
you did a phenomenal job. I mean, you're inside the top three on the heats, of course, inside the top three. You're inside the top three most of the nights. What's it like to just kind of switch things up, run dirt for a little bit, and make these cars go well?
I love racing on the dirt. I've always told myself I wanted to do it more, and I always wanted to find a league to do it. And next hopefully we can do more, even more different cars. I don't even run the sprint cars that much, but I'm starting to really like these things. So they're a lot of fun to drive. So are the late models.
Have you been
These are
running?
two great cars.
Have you run the super lates or any of the higher horsepower ones of these yet?
I ran not the late model, I don't believe, but I did run the Knoxville Nationals a few weeks ago, and I finished top five in that. I don't know. I finished sixth, and there was like 57 cars in that lobby. So I surprised myself in that. So that gave me a little confidence. They're giving me more confidence with these sprint cars, but they're very twitchy. You just gotta really get used to them.
It's all about throttle control. That's what we tell everybody.
Definitely.
You got to do it. All right, Wes. Congratulations, my man. Always a pleasure to talk to you. You're like the OG signature esport. You're one of like a handful that are still around from the very first stream all the way down. So,
Yeah.
give you shout outs. Congratulations on the victory here.
Yeah. Storm Racing on Colby didn't make it tonight. I don't know if he forgot, didn't get up in time, but I don't know if I'm glad he didn't make it because he didn't want to beat me the last time in the sprint cars. So, but my girlfriend was, I don't know if she was watching, but she'll probably watch the replay if anything, especially if I tell her I won, so she'll be happy. And all the sponsors and you for the broadcast and Chop Shop for letting me do this, and it's been really really fun running this league, and I love watching your broadcast back, and hopefully I get a lot of TV coverage in this one.
I mean, you're out front. There were some good battles behind you, but you did. And actually, here at the end, you got probably the best coverage of all because you got the old drone out around the vehicle and victory lane. You got cameras set up for victory lane. Just all kinds of cool things that I can do with these things. I would have thought it that years and years and years ago, whenever we first started doing this, or when I first started doing this, that I would be able to independently have a different camera.
Yeah, and I'm kind of jealous because I wish I could do that for some of the streams and stuff too, especially all the endurance races we've been doing, because we've been doing a couple of the 24 hours the last few weeks. It would have been
What
nice to do some camera angles like that.
you do is you get yourself that spectator mode. You get yourself a nice little controller, and there's
Oh, like a PS5 controller or something.
do that
No,
or
I didn't even think of that.
joystick or anything like that. I literally
I
control it like I do my real game. Not even
I have a flight stick for Flight Simulator, so that could probably work too. Yeah,
yeah. I
that's,
have pitch.
I
I
gotta
have
work on that.
yaw. I have pitch and yaw. I have roll. I have all of it. It's like the actual drone in real
I've
life.
had I've had an Oculus since December, and I've keep wanting to try it, hook it up to iRacing, and just try with VR sometime just to see it. But I still haven't gotten to that yet. So
Makes me
one
nervous,
one
but
day,
it's fun. It
yeah,
does
I probably wouldn't do it all the time, but
like one or two races here and there.
yeah,
All right, Wes, my man. I see you tomorrow.
yeah, I might be there tomorrow. If not, I'll be there Wednesday, which I know you don't broadcast those, but definitely next Monday again. and looking
Eldora.
forward to yes, Eldora with late models. That should be fun as well.
All right, brother. We'll see you next week.
Hey, have a good one.
That's Wesley Straight there, the number 89. Let's talk to the bridesmaid. Once again, TJ, thanks for the like, man. Appreciate you. Mr. and the Mr. and the Mr. and the Mr. and the Mr. Striker.
The
Sir.
missus.
The sir.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
I got to call you the Mr. Because, you know, in this day and age, you don't want to, you never assume, right? That's what we've come to is that in this day and age, folks, never assume. Always just be on your own guard. Tell me about it, man. You needed a good restart on that second restart. I think that was where you had the best shot, and then it ran green to green. I think you had the line figured out.
Yeah. First of all, congrats to Wesley. I'm happy for him. Excited, to be honest with you. It's always good to get a first-time winner in every series. It motivates the guys. It keeps them engaged. Wesley deserves it. He's one of the guys that's puts the effort in. He's always showing up, giving forth his best effort. So, first of all, congrats to Wesley. And as far as those restarts, I try to stay as close as I can. I mean, obviously in the dirt series, you get out in front and you can kind of dictate pace. Kind of what I was telling Wesley I was watching him a little bit too much early in the run. And then it was about 15 laps or so in that I started to kind of get a handle on the car. And I cut into his gap, I believe, a little bit, but it just wasn't enough. Wesley was just out there. He didn't make any mistakes. He kept it consistent. He looked good. He missed the bumps. He didn't go into the stands. That's what it takes sometimes just to get you that W. So congrats to Wesley and everybody
Didn't
involved.
tear down the wall, man. I was waiting for it the entire time.
I was just telling Mark in the waiting room that I sweat like a sinner in church in these things, dude. These are so much harder to run than what we're accustomed to in the asphalt series. So just finishing the race is a win. It's a win in my book. In practice, you saw me just knocking down that wall, and I was expecting it. Luckily, I didn't have to go all the way up there. Had it been a little bit longer race, the track probably would have gone up another lane or so, and I probably would have ended up in the stands. But all in all, good finish, second place. I can't
complain. Shorter back wall. I think that's what does it around. Once you get around 1 and 2, and it levels off and goes to the downhill section, you have a shorter wall in the back section, so it kind of throws you from have the same look. Plus,
yeah, it all looks the same. It's brown.
Yeah. The start finish line on the front side of things with the start finish line being so far out, people are looking to the start finish line as the dropping point. You don't have that for the back side. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for Wes as well. Wes is he's the OGSE. He was here long even before you were. So and to see him finally get a win here, which is something that I've been waiting for with on SE for him to be able to get a win. But Mike, you're holding on to some points here, man, and you got 2 position points over Alonso. I have to go back and look at the finish there. That was a little weird to see happen.
Mark,
I don't know what happened there to look at the send here. Going to finish 4th according to iRacing. This is final turn on the wall. But that was it right there.
That was it?
Yeah.
That's weird. Maybe, we don't know. We got to go back. iRacing gives us a report. I'm not saying that he did or didn't, but there's always maybe like a close race penalty. I highly doubt it. iRacing was acting silly today.
Yeah.
There's a good chance it just messed it up. Either way, if Alonso did get 3rd, which it looks like he did, assuming no penalties, then we'll adjust the points, make sure he gets his position. Oh yeah, Mark's super deserving. I was telling him congratulations down there. I'm proud of him. He was faster than a 3rd. He could easily won it today.
I've looked forward to the day that I get to say that. Mike, give your shout outs, man. P2 finish. Congratulations once again.
Yeah, appreciate it. Signature Esports, the best in the business. We love what you do. Thank you very much for everything that you've done for us. We appreciate the broadcast. We love going back, checking everything out. Uh, love the broadcast on all the streams. Make sure that you go and subscribe and hit the like. I know he's super close to a milestone with subscribers, so make sure that you go in there, you subscribe. He's got a lot of good things coming down the pike with games coming down, and then iRacing as well. So we thank you very much for that. All of our league sponsors, and I'll just run through them real quick. C2 Gaming, which is our main sponsor here for the Dirt Series. Obviously, with them, we wouldn't be able to be running out here, so we appreciate that. Baller Status Boys, the Admin Box, Dubby, Fuego Auto Sports, Track Racer, and last but not least, my three sons. We appreciate everything that you guys do. Any friends, family members that are out there rooting me on, as well as their other Chop Shop favorite drivers, do not hesitate to go back in and chat. Make sure that you acknowledge who you're out there looking at, because everybody goes back and double checks it, and everybody likes to see those likes and follows. So we appreciate everybody, and see you tomorrow at Japan.
You're going across. That's a big flight you got to take.
Yeah, and I don't fly.
A couple of buttons. you could have sent it off into this.
Yeah. Well,
you could have launched yourself at the very end.
Today wasn't the day.
I had the helicopter ready. I have the helicopter award back. I do. I finally found the video again that we created. So it's ready and waiting.
Well, I hope I don't get it. I'll stay away from it. But we love the helicopter award. Everybody looks at.
We need to get the glass trophy. All right, my man. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it.
Always. Michael Strickland's going to be your P2 finisher. Let's talk to Marco Haver, who is going to be scored as your P3 finisher according to iRacing, according to the relative and all the standings that showed up. I don't care. I thought you had the better driveline car today. From Heat 1 all the way here, I've been waiting to talk to you. Tell me about your day, man. Mark, you got me? Mark, hey, Mark. Are you there? Hello?
That shut off on me.
Oh, you're good. I just want to, I'm going to say, I'll be annoying.
Or what?
I'm going to say, I'll be annoying. Tell me about it, man.
I'm good.
All right, tell me about your day, man. That was a fun day. It looked like it was fun at least.
Good. Yeah, it was a good track. I was pretty fast here.
It was a fun day.
And I qualified good. I was practicing all week here, so trying to stay clean. Me and Alonso got in a little bit of rubbing there in the heat race, and I bobbled a couple more times. Got in a guy's tire and rode a little wheelie, sent me back to 5th, but avoided a couple wrecks in the feature and just kind of held my own up there.
Oh, and that's something that you guys seem like you're doing each and every week. You and Marky, you guys seem like you're just trying to hold your own, just try to get out there, have some fun, and be energetic. These are 305s. These aren't those heavy bombers that we like to, you like to see around Port Royal. But this one has been today. It seemed like you could lean on them. Not normally the case though, because these cars have been fragile the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I have more hard time with the late models. Like, seems like it rips the front tire off them way easy.
Yeah, the right front especially.
Yeah, I don't know. They seem real fragile to me. I know I rubbed the wall here a couple times and it didn't even affect it.
Well, I tell you what, man, it looked like it was a good time. Regardless of how it scored, I still think you had one of the top 3 cars tonight. It was a great race. You gave Alonso a good little bump there, and he gave you a little bump. And you guys had probably some of the best racing from Heat 1 and toward the end of this toward the end of the race. You guys were really duking it out. A great job. At least from my point of view, you both did phenomenal.
Yeah, he ran a hell of a race. He volunteered to go in the back and came all the way up there. And hats off to him.
It was a ton of fun. It was fun to call. It was fun to watch. Mark, give you shout outs, man. P3 finish.
All right. Thank you.
Give shout outs. You
All right.
got people to thank. I know you do. You
Oh,
got
yeah.
you
I
got
got it.
family around you. I know it.
Oh yeah, I know my kids they sit right next to me while we race, and I'd like to thank my other son, SK Concrete Services, helps me out a lot, gives me some lines to run, and Marky, he's always on me. I know I got into him and rubbed him into the wall last week, and thought he's gonna throw something at me.
I could imagine
It gets a little tense in this room.
Could imagine my son. I mean, my son's wall's next to me, so his PC is on the other side of me.
Hey.
Once in a while, I hear.
Yeah,
him.
we're all three right in a row.
Love it. Amazing.
At least I wasn't. My other son's in the middles, and he's unfortunate he can't race with us on Monday nights. But at least there's a seat in between me and him. He couldn't reach me.
Love it. Couldn't smack the fly spotter. That's like the back seat.
Good time. Yeah, they just got me into this. We just all started about 2.5-3 months ago on this. Just trying to get it all figured out yet.
Tell you what, you're doing a pretty bang up job at it. So keep working on it. Congratulations, and you guys should just continue to improve. I want to see I want to Mark and Marky very soon.
Yeah, got to get the kid up here in Victory Lane.
I'd like to hear it, man. All right, congratulations once again.
All right.
Any more?
Yeah, thank you for everything you do, and for Chop Shop running this. It's always a good time.
It's the bomb. Mark, much love, man. We'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
Always, Mark O'Haver's going to be your P3 finisher. According to the stats relatives, again, they will adjust things if they need to. On the stream, again, it showed when they crossed the start-finish line. There, yeah, they came around 3 and 4 to the 80. I'm not sure what happened to it, but iRacing scoring him a P3 finisher, so I'm sticking with it for the time being. I don't know what happened there. I'm not quite sure, but it is what it is. Alonso King being fourth. Let's take a look at your race results here real quick. As Wesley Straight's going to be your feature winner here today. Fantastic job, fantastic drive for him. Again, Straight, Strickland, O'Haver, Alonso King, Nathan Biggert all the way to fifth. Kirsch Grahalva, Eric Plants, Joe Thompson at Perry. 10th. I wanted to check iRacing's telemetry there, folks. That's the reason I had to. I wanted to. I wanted to make sure we were good. Excuse me. Carlton Hendry, Isaac Balsamo, Barry Mansberger, Joe Hedge, Marky O'Haver, and John Hammond all the way to the end of that. Good race. Thank you to all the fine folks out there. Much love to you. This was a fun one. This one was a good race, and I enjoyed it quite well. But we're going to Twin Ring Motegi tomorrow for the Chop Shop Racing Truck Series. If you missed Twin Ring last season, it was a great race then. It's going to be a great race tomorrow for trucks. I look forward to seeing you there. Check it out. I will see you the next one. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another, because you're not my friend. Peace.
Music, content creation, and gaming news. You're listening to Signature Radio.